It was mainly Steve Jobs who brought us into the digital revolution with everything from friendly computers to 1,000 songs in our pocket. And I spent about 2 years at his side doing a biography of him. And then Jennifer Doudna, who I think brought us into the life sciences revolution because she and her colleagues helped invent CRISPR, this tool that can edit our own DNA, which is like, whoa, that's transformative. And so I spent a lot of time at her Berkeley lab and learning how to edit human genes. And then after that, the next logical choice seemed to be Elon Musk, bringing us into the era of space travel, electric vehicles, artificial intelligence. And surprisingly, when I talked to him, he had read a couple of my books. I said, I just want to do this not based on 5 or 10 interviews, but based on staying by your side for 2 years, watching you morning, noon, and night whenever I want. And he went, okay. And then I said, but by the way, I'm not going to show you the book in advance. You get no control over it. And he went, okay. And I thought, all right, this is going to be a fun ride.
Were you surprised?
I was a little bit surprised, but if you know Musk, he has sort of a little superhero complex, and he thinks of himself playing big roles on the world stage, and he loves to be transparent. And I kind of suspected he would want to have this. There was a mutual friend who helped broker the deal, and the friend said, he wants a biography. I think he sees himself in the same trajectory as a Steve Jobs or a Jennifer Doudna.
And why did you want to do it?
I wanted to do somebody who was taking us back into the era of space travel, because I'm old enough to be one of those geeks who remember the countdown of 10, 9, 8, and you hold your breath, and they'd launch from Cape Canaveral. Also, I believe very much sustainable energy is important to the planet, which means not just electric vehicles, but solar roofs and power walls and the things he's doing. I also tend to think that he's a great engineer. He understands physical engineering. He doesn't understand human emotions very well, which is why he was better off with Tesla and SpaceX and not buying Twitter. But I wanted to understand the pioneering work that was being done. He's the only person who can get astronauts from the U.S. into orbit. NASA can no longer do it. Boeing can't do it. So how come? How did he make those rockets work?
And with Steve Jobs, what was the access that you were given to him?
Oh, I stayed in his guest house right in his backyard for off and on for a couple of years. It wasn't quite the access I got to Elon Musk. With Steve Jobs, it might be 1 week every couple of months I'd spend with him. With Musk, it was 3 or 4 weeks per month sometimes. Steve Jobs was interesting, but he was mainly